Hi, we'll be going into Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 and 44. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Wow. So that you may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust. But I say to you, once again, verse 44, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. We are supposed to pray for people. It's easy to pray for our loved ones and ourselves, but we're supposed to pray for those that persecute us. We're supposed to pray for our enemies, pray for those that don't agree with us. And wow, that's very humbling. But let me ask you, what makes a Christian and non-Christian different? There needs to be differences between those who pray to other gods and those who pray to our God. Those who are of other gods and those who are of our God. Does that make sense? And so one of the marks, right? He says that so that you may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. And so one of the marks of a Christian is we're able to pray for those who persecute us, pray for those who are against us, and that's incredible. I think of the deacon Stephen in Acts chapter 7 when he was being stoned to death. Wow, he was praying for those that were actually stoning him, echoing the words of Jesus, who also prayed for those that were killing him. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Wow, I've never been in that situation before, and I know hate is coming. I know hate is coming, because when you take a stand for God and when you're clear about being in line with Him, then people are going to fight it eventually. And so I will ready myself for that. But for now, wherever you're at, if people dislike you, criticize you, even if it's not Christian related about your faith, learn to pray for them. Learn to pray for them and bless them. And one thing that's amazing is that it clears your heart. In the previous video, we talked about if I cherish sin in my heart, then the Lord would not have heard me. But when you are praying for others, it's really hard to hate on them. When you're praying for them, when you're blessing them, and when you're crying out for them, it's really hard to cherish sin, hold on to sin against them in your heart. And so I love what God is doing here. He's training us. He's showing us a higher way. He's showing us His ways. And so that is going to be a mark of a Christian as well, among many other marks. But this will be a big one. All right, hopefully that is helpful. Hopefully there's more people on your mind you can pray for. And yeah, God's going to stretch your heart. He's going to grow your heart, fill you with more love. And wow, great things will happen when we're good right here. Amen? Amen. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video. God bless.